An anomalous apex predator has recently been reported stalking remote towns in southern Africa. A stark bone-white faceplate, jagged razor-edged teeth, a virus-shaped body with 4 legs, the front ending in finger-like extensions and the back ending in cloven hooves. In the center of the torso, an open gash containing a writhing pile of human heads. A cacophony of pained, desperate moans escape the pulsing maw.
He told me the answer to life was Cletus, and I believed him.
This creature was first documented by preternatural investigator Leovincible, who instead of submitting it to the Foundation for approval, decided to submit it to Twitter for likes without a single given for what the Foundation labels due process. What can I say? He's built different. He didn't really give it a name, so I will be dubbing this beastie the Cacophony. The first thing about this creature that instantly grabs the eye is the collection of heads inside of its split chest cavity. These heads inside are not its own. This predator targets humans and steals heads from its victims, inserting them into the center of its chest cavity. It integrates these heads into its own neurology, keeping them alive and preserving the consciousness inside the brain, trapping the human with barely enough processing power in their brain to know their own suffering. This allows it to access the head's memories, and it can even use it as a meaty biological processor. The more heads the Cacophony has, the more cunning it becomes, using more and more advanced hunting techniques, and even constructing complex tools like traps to catch its victims. Keep in mind, if it has like 4 McDonald's employees, it still might function on a capacity lower than if it has 2 CEOs, and nowhere near as skilled as if it had 1 YouTuber. The classic Cacophony quality-quantity quandary. The Cacophony's top head often screams a range of vocalizations at the victim it's attempting to decapitate. While it's fully capable of communicating with humans, it most often doesn't even bother to. The vocalizations include voices and sayings from former victims in their lives. These will often come off as nonsensical shrieks, as the things the creature is saying don't really make sense to say when attacking someone.
My self-esteem's so low, I don't know how to process it. She never loved me. Because my mother, she loved my brother Tommy. She didn't even say, you're my little schmeckle. I know I'm a schmeckle. I know I'm a schmeckle.
Another notable feature of this entity is its white mask. No one knows what its face looks like beyond the mask. Some say it has low self-esteem and doesn't like its face. Some people say it just thinks the mask looks cool. I say, if you're wondering about a mask as this thing approaches you to rip off your head and put it in titty purgatory, you have dumb priorities. You deserve to die, idiot.
I think it's you. I think you're the problem.
Just beneath the mask lies an agape mouth with a set of razor-sharp teeth. This jaw is used to hold the victim in place while removing the head with its 2 front limbs, and then it takes bites out of the resulting corpse for sustenance. The creature's back 2 legs are hooves, and the front 2 are a cross between human hands and gorilla feet. Unlike traditional quadruped movement, this creature has a bodily structure that has a center of gravity in the direct center of all 4 of its legs, like a tripod, but with 4 legs. So, like a quad pod, it can make incredibly quick turns and dexterous maneuvers. Side note, I've been saying quadruped a lot, and it reminded me of the time I had to message a biology professor about gorillas, and I made a misspelling. Instead of saying, when the gorilla knuckle walks, it's a quadruped, I messaged that it was quadruped. Because quadruped is 1 letter off from quadruped. Dumbest disciplinary hearing ever. What the hell am I talking about again? The combination of hoofed legs and the quadpod structure makes it so that in close quarters, the Cacophony is deadly.
At the end of the day, if you're happy and you love yourself, do good. Do good, children.
Hey dude, I'm kind of like doing something right now. The Cacophony's flap can open and close. The primary function of this is thought to be ambush predation. It disguises itself as a smelly pile of dead animals by laying flat on its side with its flap closed. After something approaches it, it will proceed to kill and eat the animal. It hunts anything that moves, but only gathers the heads of humans. All this means that it's too dangerous to be in the environment, which is why I sent it to be safe and happy and frolic at a farm upstate.
Hello? Hello? It's dark in here.
Guys, everybody, AzFk, he locks me in the locker, he locks me in there, and he makes me do drugs.
You just like fucked that man's whole world up, bro. Like he thought the darkness was forever, and then you gave him light again and put it right back in.
Wait, who's in the cage? If you like this video, you should like, comment, and subscribe with all notifications enabled, or I'll sacrifice you to the head beast. Seriously, YouTube is not being kind to me as of late, so if you always ignore that message, maybe don't this time. I want to thank 5am Livin' for voicing the head of the big ol' critter. He makes smexy content, and you should go check out his page. Tell him that I'm coming for him, because I am. Shout out the inner circle. Love y'all. Okay, bye.